I don't do intros. How you guys doing today? I'm doing all right today. Today, um, well, we got a little bit of our harpoon action going on. But before we talk about that, guys, if you guys wouldn't mind liking, subscribing the video, man. Trying to get to 1,000 subs before the end of the year. We're really close, man. We're almost at 800 right now. Just a little bit over halfway, I think. Thank you guys so much, man. Also, go follow my Twitch if you haven't already. We've been doing some invasions over there over the next week. So, yeah, go ahead and follow that. With that being said, guys, let's talk about the build for today, the video for today. So, one time, I looked at the Iron Spear. And, if you guys don't know, I didn't even know this spear existed. But here it is. Here's the Iron Spear. If you kind of look at it closely, to me, it kind of resembles a harpoon. And, I think in every single jar pirate video that I've made, I've talked about wanting to put a harpoon on a build, or the build. And the Clayman harpoon, which already exists in the game, is technically a harpoon, but it's an intelligence-based weapon, and I was not going to put intelligence shit on the jar pirate. By the way, look at this clean backstab, man. Look at this. This guy with a running L1 thought he could catch me. Let me slow it down for you guys so you can see it better. Look at that. Stop pressing buttons, man. Get fucking wrecked. And then we have all ye old Rivers of Blood. You know, it kind of astonishes me that Rivers of Blood never truly went away, even though it was dog shit. People still try to use it as a crutch. And, yeah. Also, count how many times I almost die in this clip right here. Anyway, boys. So, we got the Iron Spear. It kind of looks like a harpoon. We're a pirate. Pirates like to throw harpoons, so I put on Spectral Lance on the Iron Spear. Now, Spectral Lance, I would say, after using it, I would say it's a pure arcane weapon art. Do not try and put this on anything and infuse it with heavy or keen or anything like that. It probably will suck. I think, at most, I was able to do about 400 and something with it. That's like on a counter hit, and it's also a headshot that staggers them. Also, it's the Iron Spear, so maybe it doesn't really have like a whole lot of scaling on it. But for me, this is a pretty fucking gimmicky ass weapon to throw on this build. Just kind of did it for fun. Look at that, 200 something damage there. This guy doesn't really have a whole lot of HP though. Oh, nice dodge there. Man, these boys right here are fucking ferocious. They're trying to fucking bleed me. They've got me rotted, man. They're trying to fucking poison me. I almost died like 7 times during this invasion. But idiots are idiots, so they fall. Man, the weapons in this game that got hugely buffed by patch 1.10 are really the weapons that just have these crazy poise breaking like fucking strings like Rivers of Blood and Morgoth's Curse Sword. God, I can't fucking talk right now. I'm sorry, guys. I have tired brain, so that's why I'm kind of like fumbling my speech a little bit. I apologize for that. Anyway, we got some Jar Pirate action, man. I love the Jar Pirate. It's probably my favorite build of all time. I think I said this in my build video, where I used all of my builds in one video. But yes, this guy is like, he's awesome, man. I love him. I'm happy that he finally has a harpoon now to kind of complete his character transformation, as you will. This build's all about throwing shit at people as a pirate. That's what he does. That's what he's good at. And he gets to do it even more with his harpoon, man. Again, it's just the Iron Spear. If you guys don't know, this is just the Iron Spear. It's a weapon. It's just called the Iron Spear. It's not a harpoon. To me, it looks like a harpoon, man. So that's what I'm treating it as, a harpoon. I even got Spectral Lance on it just to kind of throw some character theme on it, man. Throw a little bit of sauce on the build, you know. Maybe I'll do a video where I kind of like talk about my mindset when making builds, because I feel like some people could use some advice, bro. I've had some comments before where people are like, man, I love the way this character looks. I want to use everything that you used in this video. To be honest, man, even if there's another content creator out there that sees my fashion or sees a weapon I use and decides that they want to use that weapon too, man, go ahead, man. These videos that I make, they're purely for inspiring people. So if that's what you're into, you know. As a matter of fact, I had a dream last night where I ran into someone using my Glintstone Jester build. And it was really, really, really fun. I have ran into people in the game before using my builds. I always get like a giddy laugh out of it. You guys are awesome, man. Thank you for using my builds. Thank you for taking time to watch my videos, man. And thank you for just, I don't know. It makes me feel verified whenever I see people like get inspired to use anything that I used in a video before. You know? That kind of thing makes me happy. So if you ever had reservations about using something that I used in a video, man, just go ahead and use it. And hopefully run into each other so I can see you using it. But with that being said, guys, I actually wanted to ask a question during this video. Now, what do you guys think, or who do you guys think, fictional and non-fictional, who is the most famous pirate of all time? Fictional or non-fictional? Who is the most favorite pirate of all... Get Harpoon, to idiot, by the way. Who is the most famous pirate of all time? Now, a lot of people are going to say Blackbeard. But was his name Teach? Was his name Thatch? What was Blackbeard's actual name? Does anyone actually know? Does that even really count? So you got Blackbeard, right? And then you got, obviously, the fictional ones. Yeah, Captain Jack Sparrow. He's pretty famous. As a matter of fact, let's take it a step further and say, who is the best pirate of all time? I think a lot of people are going to come back to Captain Jack Sparrow, man. He was insane. If you guys ever seen Pirates of the Caribbean, man, he was insane. Captain Jack Sparrow was like fucking mental, and then he would like come up with these crazy plans that somehow worked, and he would loop people into his craziness. And you know, he has that famous line, "This is the day that you almost caught Jack Sparrow." But yeah, you have Jack Sparrow, obviously, and you had Blackbeard as a non-fictional pirate who was like a real person back in the day. Whatever the hell his name was, Teach or Thatch. But I think there's some pirates that people don't really like to mention a lot, and they're definitely worth mentioning. For example, recently, I have rekindled my love for a game series that I haven't played in a long, long time. But I don't know, I felt like I just wanted to play it one day, and I ended up playing this game in its entirety, and I'm talking about the Assassin's Creed franchise, of course. And if you guys have played that series, you know which game I'm talking about. I'm talking about Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, with the main character being Edward Kenway from that game. I remember playing that game when it first came out, and absolutely loving it and completing it to like 100%. Like I loved Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and I love Edward Kenway as a character because he's not really an assassin, right? Like, I think that's what makes him so unique compared to all the other assassins, is that he does eventually become an assassin, but he started out as a very ruthless pirate. But yeah, man, I definitely think the Assassin's Creed games are worth the play, man, and those old ones are really, really good. Personally, for me, I've played 1, 2, a little bit of 3, and I've definitely played 4, and I haven't really played any other Assassin's Creed beyond that. Obviously, they switched up their formula after that. With Origins and Valhalla. Right now, I am playing through Valhalla. Like, I just finished Black Flag the other day, and decided, well, I want to play the Viking one because I fucking love Vikings. So I'm doing a playthrough of Valhalla right now at the moment, and it's really fun, man. The combat is completely different, but I still love it. The game feels so smooth. Let me know what you guys think about Assassin's Creed as a video game franchise. Personally, I love those games. I think they're awesome. And for me, going back and completing Black Flag again solidified that Black Flag is actually one of my favorite games of all time. Maybe I should do like a list one day where I talk about all of my favorite games of all time. Um, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like it took me playing Black Flag again for me to remember that I loved Black Flag. And shout out to these boys right here getting absolutely pegged by the jar cannon. Um, so you got Edward Kenway. Who else do you have? Okay, obviously one of the most well-known pirates of all time. And it's an anime pirate, of course. You guys know what I'm talking about. Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece. So you got Captain Jack Sparrow. You got Edward Kenway. You got Blackbeard, the real Blackbeard, not the one from One Piece. And then you've got Luffy, the Monkey D. Luffy. I feel like in terms of best pirate of all time, you could probably like include a few different pirates from One Piece. You got obviously Luffy himself, but then you have pirates from that series that actually did a lot more than Luffy did with their stories. At least right now in his current story, right? You got someone like Goldie Roger, who obviously was the founder of the One Piece and got the pirates to all fucking rally after he died. And then someone who's definitely worth mentioning from that series is Red Hair Shanks. I sound like a fucking weeb right now, I know, but honestly, One Piece is one of my favorite shows of all time. And it's a shame not more people went to it, man. They look at the episode size and they go, I'm not fucking investing all that time into that. Why couldn't you get to the fucking point like, I don't know, 300 episodes ago? Or in 300 episodes, I should say. And I say to them, man, longer story, more content. What are you fretting about? Right? You can chip away at that shit. Anyway, boys, this was just a very pirate-heavy video. We're using the Iron Spear, we're using it as a harpoon. But yeah, man. If you guys like this kind of content, it's kind of build-making content, it's kind of PvP content, invasions, duels, I do it all. Make sure to like and subscribe to the video, man. Greatly appreciate it. Trying to get to 1,000 subs before the end of the year. If we're tenacious enough, we're going to do it. We're almost at 800 right now. Thank you guys so much, man, for watching the video. With that being said, guys, fare thee well, peace out, and all that fun stuff. I'll see you guys later, man.